Hey guys, we're back and it's time to get caught up on the Bomber budget build. Now, since the last time you saw it, the looks of this thing have changed quite a bit, and I want to go over all of those things and introduce you to some of the products that we've used on it at this point. Now, after the last few times that I had run this truck prior to Axial Fest, I was still running the stock wheels and tires. Now, these wheels had finally pretty much given up. 3 of the 5 wheels on the truck had cracked through the hex and would not hold under power. Any power applied to this thing, it was spinning the hexes inside the wheels. At that point, these wheels completely toast. Have to be replaced at that point. I have been running these for quite a while, a lot longer than I normally would on most of my trucks, mainly because the tires that come on the ready to run Bomber are not bad. They actually do pretty well. I had a lot of fun running them. They worked well enough in the rocks, well enough at speed and everything that it really just didn't have that drive for me to replace the wheels right away. Now, with breaking the hexes in 3 of the 5 wheels, there was an upside because our Incision line of products had a new wheel line that we were releasing at Axial Fest. So I took and then threw on some of our new Incision wheels on this truck for Axial Fest and ran them all weekend long. Now, with the release of this Incision wheel line, there's 2 styles available currently. There's the Method MR307 Holy, kind of that outlaw style old school look that a lot of guys like. And then there's the KMC Grenade, which is a mesh style wheel. I went with the KMC Grenade on this car. Now, these wheels come in clear or black. You can see on mine, it's got this ring exposed in that raw color. That's actually because I took and just did a quick flat sand on the wheel to show off that beadlock ring. Something that's super easy to do at home if it's something that you like. I like the contrast of that beadlock ring, so that's what I decided to do. Now, the differences between the 2 wheels, other than just the face pattern, is that the KMC version comes with a center cap with lasered KMC logo in the center. The Method is got the Method logo lasered around the outside of the wheel face. So that's the 2 differences between them. There's a little bit of a price difference between them, mainly because of that center cap that comes with that KMC. We do offer 2.2 and 1.9 versions of these wheels. Now, the nice thing about these wheels is that we made them more affordable. You can pick up a full set of 1.9s for under $100. 2.2s start to get a little bit more money, and then depending if you do the MR307 or the KMC Grenade, there's a little bit of a price difference, as we mentioned, between those as well. Now, again, the KMC Grenade, you don't have to run the center cap. Right now, I don't have the center cap on mine. I actually was running with these before that center cap was done, so I just didn't have them on there yet. These were a little bit before we were fully ready to release the wheel. Now, this is a true 3-piece beadlock wheel, works just like our Vanquish line of wheels. However, we did make a few changes to make these more affordable. First, that front beadlock ring is milled in for simplicity. Also, these use a new hub. It is not the same as the SLW hub, although it uses the same principles. We had to make these a little bit different to make sure that we could make these wheels as affordable as possible. Also, we included hubs with these wheels out of the package. Out of the package, these come with a number 4 hub that we're going to call them. The number 4 works right with a stock setup on this car or the Stage 1 kit like I'm running on mine. Also, we'll have all of the additional hubs available separately as well. We'll have them from a number 2 to a number 8. The number 4 is the one that's the most popular, the most common, will work with the most vehicles and keep your width nice and reasonable. Now, these wheels are extremely simple to mount your tires onto. I'm going to take one of mine off the car today, show you how easy it is to mount a tire back onto it, show you the benefits of a wheel like this over the stock wheel. Something else to note about the wheel swap that I did. Obviously, I'm showing the stock wheels and tires here. These are not the stock tires anymore. You can absolutely dismount these tires from those stock wheels, even though they're glued on, and reuse them onto your new wheels, if you like. I decided to go with an R35 version of the stock tires. I really like the stock tires. I love the way they look. So I decided to just pick up a new set of tires. Dismounting these stock tires from these stock wheels is not that difficult. I've showed in previous videos how to do that. My preferred method of dismounting tires is to bake them off. I have a previous video showing my bake off method. I will put in the description of this video the exact instructions that I use to dismount Axial tires from Axial wheels.
The Incision wheel consists of the main wheel hoop, the inner clamp ring, the rear beadlock ring, and the hub. We're going to start the install by inserting the inner 1.2 inch wide inner clamp ring into the tire. Then we're going to grab our main wheel hoop. We're going to take this and insert it into that tire, foam, and inner clamp ring assembly. Once you insert that, you'll begin to start to tuck the tire bead into that inner clamp ring, making sure that it's starting to seat well between the beadlock rings on both sides. Place the rear beadlock ring on the back side of the wheel and begin to start the 5 screws. Start these with about 2 threads per screw and tighten them down in a star pattern. Again, once you have 2 threads roughly on each of the screws, go through and check that the bead is well seated into the wheel before starting to tighten those screws down any further. Once that everything is seated well, then a star pattern, tighten those rear screws up a couple of turns at a time, very slowly, just to make sure that everything seats well. With seating the entire tire with those 5 screws, you do need to be a little careful. Then we're going to reinstall the hub. You'll use your 2mm driver with this and you'll install the 6 screws around the outside. Again, tighten them down in a star pattern just to make sure that everything seats evenly. And that concludes the install of a tire onto these new Incision wheels. And guess who forgot to shoot a video outro for this video? So I grabbed a few clips that I have sitting on my phone, threw them up here, just some clips that I had from running the truck earlier in the year, as well as some of them at Axial Fest. So these were some of the last clips I had before I actually blew out all the wheel hexes, and then some at Axial Fest once I had already installed the new wheels and tires you guys are seeing in this video. But with that, guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.